this story is actually going to explain this stream, okay? This is the story of how I quit my job, okay? How I quit my job. So if a lot of you might know, some of you might not know, but a lot of you might know, for the last year, I've been working in the solar industry, okay? I've been working as an international designer of solar projects across the United States and across Canada, okay? And it was 100% a commission-based job, okay? So whatever I designed, whatever I sold, whatever I completed, that's what I got paid, okay? And I work from home, exactly, yeah. And how it worked is half of my wage came from confirming projects. The other half of my wage came from completing the project. So let's say I got a project that was like an like a $4,000 project, right? I would get $800 of that, and I would get $400 up front. I would get $400 at the end of the project, okay? And the way it worked is that you get $400 at the start, and then they told you in about 3 to 4 months, that's how long the project takes to complete. That's when you get the other $400. So it takes you about 3 to 4 months for the job to really get rolling. But basically you would sell like 10 projects a month, each giving you $400. That's $4,000 a month. And you get the other $4,000 3 to 4 months later. So after about 3 to 4 months, yeah, you should be making around like $5,000 to $8,000 a month. Okay, that's how the job's supposed to work. Okay, how the job actually worked is that after working there for 6 months, a lot of my projects hadn't completed yet, and they were just like, hey guys, we're taking your 50%, and we're actually making it 25%, 75%. So we're gonna pay you 25% up front, and then we're gonna pay you the 75% when the project completes, okay? And we were okay with that because like we were in a boom, right? We were selling a whole bunch of projects, it didn't really matter, and like we were selling, and we got a whole bunch of these projects, right? Really, really quickly, all nice and done, okay? And then 2 months goes by, none of them completed. 3 months goes by, none of them completed. 4 months goes by, none of them completed. 5 months goes by, and all those projects we sell get dropped. The company that we were selling to install them in this particular region of California, they basically just stopped installing. So like we had about like 5 months worth of sales and installations, zero, nothing. I was making at this job maybe like $1,200 a month, maybe at pushing max 2,000. And I'm putting in like 50, 60, 70 hours a week into like getting it done, with all this promise of like, hey, the money's coming, just keep doing what you're doing, the money's coming. And it just never came. Yeah, the company, so like I was in the sales and design part, right? But they had to actually install it for it to work. So like, even though I'm doing my job right, if they don't do their job right, I don't get paid. So I went through a year of working for these guys, and about $60,000 or $70,000 of projects that I sold and should have been completed never got completed. So I basically just lost $70,000 to $60,000 of commission. So I'm like, okay, well, this is not sustainable. I can't go month to month in Vancouver making $1,200 to $2,000 a month. Like that basically just covers rent and bills, nothing else. So instead of struggling with it consistently, after the new year, I'll be looking and starting up new jobs of that. But in the meantime, I'm streaming full time, I'm doing YouTube stuff like that, and right now, this is my main source of like doing things. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna put a lot of effort into YouTube. I'm gonna put a lot of effort into Twitch, because nobody's gonna hire you at Christmas, right? Nobody hires at Christmas or New Year's. So I might as well put a whole bunch of job applications out, take some time, work on YouTube and Twitch, and do all the fluffy stuff with you wonderful folks, and yeah, see where life takes me. And I'm gonna see if I just want to completely put my whole life and effort into Twitch and YouTube, which is I would love to do, or if I should try to get a new job in the new year. You'd be surprised who to hire you at Christmas. A lot of people tend to quit. Yeah, they tend to quit at Christmas. I'm putting applications out, but I don't expect to hear a call back until after Christmas. Yeah, California is such a power-hungry mess that the owners rather install panels themselves. Exactly. It is a mess.